Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about the present simple tense. As you remember, we have taken last year that the present simple tense has two boys. One is happy and one is sad. The happy boy is happy because he has two legs and two hands. And the sad boy is sad because he has only one leg. He has two hands and only one leg. So he can jump. And as you remember, the happy boy is always thin because he wears whatever he wants. And the happy boy has in his hands I, we, they, you. I, we, they, you have nothing in their jacket. But the sad boy, he, she, it, his jacket is full of S, E, S, I, E, S. So the sad boy, he, she, it, loves S, E, S, I, E, S. Okay, so let's start. We use present simple to talk about some issues. The first one, facts. Facts, it means some things they have to happen. Like I live in Poland, the sun rises every morning. If you boil water, if you heat water, it boils, and something like that. Number two, I use present simple to talk about habits and daily routines. To talk about some actions I usually repeat. Okay, for example, they swim every day. Number three, to describe feelings and emotions. To express your feeling towards something if you like it or don't like. For example, they like pizza. And the last part, general truth. For example, Sunday comes after Saturday. Okay, let's see extra examples. The sun usually rises in the morning. And here there is a fact. You usually open your eyes and wake up every day and you see the sun in the sky. So the sun must rise every day. So here it's a fact. And as you see here, the sun, it, and he, she, it loves S. So the verb here ends with S. Number two, I always go to school by bus. I always go to school by bus. Here the sentence represents a general habit or a daily routine. It's something I do it in many days. I do it in a regular time. Okay, so here I with the thin boy, and the thin boy has nothing in his jacket. Okay, I always go to school by bus. The next one, Mom bakes cake every day. Mom here it was a sad boy, and the sad boy again loves S. So I have to say Mom bakes cake every day. I can't say Mom bake cake every day. Cats sometimes eat bones. Cats sometimes eat bones. Here, as you see, cats, you're many, plural. So cats here stands for they. So they with the thin boy which don't like us. The thin boy, as you remember, don't like us. He has nothing in his jacket, so I never change the verb. The verb stay as it is. So cats sometimes eat bones. We never sleep late. We never sleep late. We, again with the thin boy, so we doesn't like S or ES or IES. So I say we never sleep. I can't say we never sleeps. So the verb here sleep stay as it is. Can you see the words in green? The words in green represents the main key words of present simple. We have usually, always, every, sometimes, and never. So these key words represents the present simple tense, which is I'm using to talk about again general facts, routines or habits, truths, likes and dislikes. Okay, usually, always, every, sometimes, never. Let's move to the next part. Again, we have the keywords. Usually, always, sometimes, often, every, never. Okay. As I told you before, the theme boy, I, we, they, you never change the verb, but he, she, it are the group which like S, E, S, I, E, S. So all these grammar rules to stick to he, she, it only, okay? Let's see. A, if I have the verb ends with O, SS, SNH, CH, X, I add ES. So let's see. I go. I go because I never change the verb with I or we, they, you. Let's see what happens with he, she, it. He, she, it goes because O is at the end of the verb, so I put es. I kiss. Again, I with I put the verb as the same as it is without any changes, but he, she, it kisses. Kisses because my verb here ends with double S, so I put es. I watch. What about he and she and it? Watches, because the verb here ends with C and H, and the verb that ends with C and H with he, she, it, we add es. I wash, and the same with they wash, we wash, you wash. What about he, she, and it? I say washes, because the verb ends with S and H, and I put es with he, she, it. I fix, so the verb here stays as the same. He, she, it, we say fixes because the verb ends with X and we must add ES at the end. Okay. Rule number 2. If my verb ends with Y. In this case, if the verb ends with Y, I have to look to the one before it. If I see the one before it is a consonant, it's not a vowel, it's a consonant, I have to cross the Y and change it to I-E-S. Let's see. Of course, I never do these changes with the thin boy, with I, we, they, you. I, we, they, you always stay the same. I study. But he, she studies. I cross the Y and put IES instead. See, what happens if I see a vowel before the Y? If I see a vowel before the Y, what happens? Shall I cross the Y? No. I keep the Y, I just add S. I keep the Y and only add S. But only with he, she, it. So I say I play, they play, we play, you play, but he, she, it plays. I put the Y and add S because there is A before Y and A is a vowel. So in case if I see a Y at the end of the verb, I must look at the one before. If it's a consonant, I must crop the Y and put IES. If it's a vowel, I keep the Y and put S. Okay, now let's see Garfield's daily routine, what he's doing every day. Every day Garfield wakes up at 10 o'clock. As you see here, Garfield is a boy, so I say wakes up. I put S at the end of the verb. Garfield takes a shower. Again, he's a boy with group he, she, it, so I add S at the end of the verb. Takes a shower. Garfield brushes his teeth. As you see here, brush ends with S and H, and I put ES because S and H attracts ES. He goes to school. Again, here we have the verb go, which ends with O, so I put ES at the end. After he does his homework. Does his homework. Again, the verb do ends with E, so I put ES with he, she, it, so he does his homework. He plays computer games. He plays computer games. He plays here because the verb play, as you see, ends with Y. And what comes before the Y? A. Is it a vowel or a consonant? It's a vowel. So I keep the Y and just put S with he. He plays computer games. Okay. So again, if the verbs end with CH, S, S and H, O, X, I put ES. And these only happened with he, she, it. I never change the verbs with I, we, they, and you. So watch will be watches. Guess will be guesses. Finish, finishes. Go, goes. Fix, fixes. Okay. Verbs ending in a consonant like any other thing except the vowel B, C, D, E, F, G. If I look to the Y and I see a consonant before, I have to cross the Y and put IES instead. So here, study. As you see, the verb ends with Y, and what comes before the Y? It's D. So D is not a vowel, it's a consonant. So I have to cross the Y and put IES. What about carry? Carry is also ending with Y. And the R is not a vowel, it's a consonant, so I have to cross the Y and put IES. The last one we have fly. Fly is the same, ends with Y, and the L is a consonant that comes before the Y, so I have to cross the Y and put IES, flies. All these procedures, all these steps happen with he, she, it only. Okay? Okay. Now it's time to have some exercises. Choose the correct answer. I walks walking to school every day. As you see here, the key word is every day, so I have to choose present simple. And I don't like S or ES or IES as you remember, so I have to choose which one. Who can tell me? Yes, I walk. Excellent. Number 2, she brushes her teeth after eating. She here with the group that likes S. And let's look at the verb. The verb here ends with S and H. So as you remember, if the verbs end with S and H and I have she, so I have to put ES. She brushes her teeth. They always plays playing football. They always. Which one is the right answer? They do like us or don't like us? They don't like us. So I never change the verb. They always play football. My cat usually milk. My cat usually drinking. My cat here stands for it. So it with a group that likes S, E, S, I, E, S. And the right answer will be drinks. We sometimes watches TV together. Where is the key word here? Yes, amazing. It's sometimes. And with the personal pronoun, it's we. And as you know, we, I, they, you never change the verb with them. So I choose the one without S, ES or IES. So we sometimes watch TV.